comes as just hours before Secretary of State Marco Rubio is set to testify before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee about the administration's military actions in Venezuela, as doubts are being raised about Venezuela's acting president, Delcy Rodriguez's cooperation with the U.S. Reuters reporting, quote, "It was not clear if she is fully on board with the U.S. strategy in her country." In a speech on Sunday, Rodriguez said she has had enough of U.S. intervention. Still, U.S. officials have also held positive calls with her in recent days. Here to discuss it, Pennsylvania Senator and member of the Foreign Relations Committee in the Energy and Natural Resources Committee, Dave McCormick. Senator, thank you for being here today.
Morning.
Obviously, we're just getting this breaking news about this, as President Trump calls it, an armada moving towards Iran, and talking about the fact that in his tweet he says that he wanted to come to a deal the last time. Then you got Operation Midnight Hammer. Be smart about it. This clearly will be front and center in your committee today. Your reaction?
Well, I think we're in an extraordinary moment. I think what's happening is that the Iranian regime is showing itself to be bankrupt. We have these enormous protests. It's an economic failure. The attacks by Israel and the United States on its capabilities, on its nuclear weapons, has left it, shown it to be the weak tiger that it is. And we need to have a change here. And what President Trump is doing, I think, is putting that pressure on. He's saying that we stand with the Iranian people and hoping that we can have a peaceful transition where the Ayatollahs will step out and let the people of Iran choose their destiny. And I think this is a real show of leadership. And it didn't happen under previous administrations, didn't happen under Obama, didn't happen under President Biden. It's happening under President Trump. And I think we have an opportunity for historical change.
Senator, many of your colleagues have moved to halt further action in Venezuela militarily. Now you have this armada announcement by President Trump and Iran. Do you anticipate that much of the discussion in the hearing today will be about trying to limit the scope of what President Trump may or may not do?
Well, first, I think what President Trump does time and again is maintain a lot of open options, and that allows him lots of different ways to proceed. So I don't presume what's going to happen with Iran. But in the case of Venezuela, and we had an extraordinary military success, we are now poised to accomplish the goals the president laid out, which is stop Venezuela from being a transshipment hub, stop it from being a safe haven for countries like Iran, open up the oil industry. This accounts for 17% of global oil reserves, and put Venezuela on a path to democracy. That's the agenda. I think we're in a moment where that appears to be moving in the right direction. And I think it's indisputable that the president acted within his authorities as he took Maduro, an indicted criminal, out of Venezuela. The same thing happened with Panama and Noriega. I was a member of the 82nd Airborne Division at the time. This was an operation very similar to that, and Democrats applauded it at the time. I think this is mostly opposition to President Trump, not good thinking on the War Powers Resolution.
And, Senator, I just have 30 seconds here, but I do want to get your read on whether or not Delcy Rodriguez is being fully cooperative or not.
You know, we'll find out a lot more today in the hearing. My guess is she is being cooperative. We have so much leverage based on the way the president's done it. She's probably trying to deal with her domestic politics. But that will be one of the questions we ask Secretary Rubio, and I'm sure we'll get good, clean answers.
All right, Senator Dave McCormick, we shall be watching. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.